I'm Howell, and this weekend we're doing a traditional charcoal earth burn. At the moment we're building the chimney for the burn, and this means we can put in some kindling, we can put in some hot coals right down at the bottom of the stack, and that starts the burn. When you're placing the logs, you really don't want to have big air gaps in between them, partly to get as much wood in as possible so it's really efficient, and partly because you don't want the whole thing to collapse suddenly. It wouldn't really have been this small in the past, and it's small because it's a practice, so we kind of learn the skills, and also because it won't take as long, so it'll be finished within about 30 hours. Whereas a larger one will take a lot longer. Originally, the main demand for charcoal in these parts would have been the iron industry. A lot of iron was made in West Yorkshire, and it consumed charcoal from miles around, including in this valley. That would have been the main demand. Charcoal was used as part of the textile industry in these parts for wool combing, and that was really the last demand for charcoal until the 1850s, and at that point you start to see less and less charcoal being produced. So that's around the time that the charcoal burning like this would have last happened in this area. So we're putting a thin layer of bracken on, just to keep the turf from slipping down. That's the main reason to put it on. And so you don't need loads, you just kind of tuck it in nice and tight to the wood. There's also some academic research going on with this burn. We took a soil sample from below the hearth before we did anything, and we're going to take one after the burns happened as well, and that'll mean that we can see what changes have taken place in the soil, and that hopefully means that we can detect old charcoal hearths when we're doing archaeology in the woods. Hey, that was great. So here we're putting on turf on top of the bracken on the pile. It limits the amount of oxygen going in, and it means you can really closely control how fast the burn is going, the heat of the burn, those kinds of things. But it's absolutely essential for this to be really kind of tight and well made, so it's easily controlled. In some cases people would actually save the earth from each burn as it finished and move the earth to the next site because it was such a valuable resource. Get a bit more wood on there. Now we're lighting the lamp, scooping up hot coals and just tipping them down the middle of the chimney, and they'll start off the burn. They'll get the wood catching on fire. Oh, there's some heat in there. Yeah.
We're all aware of the triangle of fire in which you need heat, fuel and oxygen. So basically by covering the bonfire, we're controlling the amount of oxygen going to the wood. The heat's driving all the moisture and wood gas out of the timber, but it's not actually bursting into flames because it hasn't got enough oxygen to it to achieve that.
So it'll steam for most of today, and then towards the end of the afternoon it'll start turning a bit more blue, and that's when you actually get the charcoal being made. So the charcoal's been burning away for about 32 hours now, and now you can see there's very little white smoke coming off. There's just wispy bits of blue smoke, and that means the charcoal is ready. So I'm pouring water into the kiln to create a lot of steam inside, and that'll help put out the charcoal and reduce the heat. And then we can open it up safely. If you didn't put water in beforehand and you just opened it up, then the air would ignite the charcoal and it'd burn too quickly, and so you'd lose the charcoal. So it's pretty much ready to break open and see what we've got. Oh really? Oh yeah. Let's just take a load out and see what.
Is this what you expected to see?
Yes. Yeah, it is. I'd have preferred fewer of these bits. Right, just keep this kind of water over all of that, really. Yeah, pretty much spend all your water. Do that again. That's okay. Yeah, it's nice in there. We've got some really nice charcoal coming out, some really good quality stuff, but we've also got far too many not fully burnt pieces. They're called brown ends, and that basically means that the burn didn't run for long enough. It could have done with another few hours to really get everything burnt. Isn't that lovely? Charcoal was a really important woodland product. So there's a number of things we want to learn by doing burns like this. Partly just to try and understand how it was done, because that can give a window into how people behaved and into other evidence we see. And it's also really important as part of this project to engage with the public and put on a spectacle and let them know how woodlands were managed in the past.